Mommy, you're anxious.
Baby, I met your biological father today. Isn't this the father of the child?
Take them away, take them away, take them away.
Jiang Yunjing is me.
You're fired.
Jiang Yunjing. He's the new president of Jianglin International.
Get to the point.
But he doesn't recognize me. I got excited and pounced, and got fired again. So, our living expenses this month.
You erased his memory yourself.
The film was translated
Baby,
and
as a witch,
narrated
the
by
most
M.
outstanding
Media.
genius child of the clan. Is there any way to restore your father's memory?
You only awakened your magic at 100 years old. I'm 6 years old.
It's so hard to make money.
Wealth covers 100 ugliness. Poverty destroys everything.
What do I have to do to pounce on him? Restore my magic. I can't live like this anymore.
Yunchinking.
Yunjuo, run. Sister Didi, don't force me.
I'm forcing you. What can you do to me? Your broken pawn shop was razed to the ground by me long ago.
Sister Didi, please spare me. I have now lost all my magic power. I'm just a useless person.
Lost all magic power. Raise head. The mark disappeared. As expected, the wicked will be punished by heaven. Let's see how you can continue to do evil.
Sister Didi, are you married too? Why has the mark on your head disappeared too?
Thanks to you. I'm not married yet. In order to integrate into human life, I hid the mark. But my fiancé just returned to the country. I'm getting married soon. You are just a good-for-nothing now. Don't even think about pawning my marriage.
Congratulations. Let me tell you, once our clan is pregnant, the magic power will be transferred to the man. I'm now a single mother. And a low-level working stiff. How pitiful. Please be a bigger person and don't remember the faults of a lesser one. Spare me.
You're keeping up with the trends. Unmarried pregnancy, leaving the child without the father. What about the child?
That photo you showed me today. Why is it a little weird?
Jiang Yunjing.
The film was translated and
When did you,
narrated
behind my
by
back,
M.
have such a
Media.
big daughter? That cold face, that temperament, those features are exactly the same as you when you were a child.
Don't want your tongue anymore.
Let me formally introduce myself. I'm your fiancé, Seducing.
Fiancé. If she knew that I and her fiancé had a child, wouldn't she kill me? Honey, if this female demon knows that you are the child of me and her fiancé, I'm doomed.
This auntie. My sister and I are going home first. You and these two brothers continue to reminisce. Goodbye.
Little girl, your poisonous tongue is as good as yours, praising one while stepping on another in one sentence. Amazing, amazing.
Who are you calling auntie? Have you ever seen such a young and beautiful auntie?
You just pounced on me this morning. Don't recognize me?
President Jiang. I was fired.
Come to Blue Bay Villa, building 1 in 2 hours. Mommy, are you just giving up like this on the magic power recovery plan to pounce on Daddy?
But he already has a fiancé. How do you know he is your daddy?
Search online.
Oh, right. Why didn't I think of that? Jiang Yunjing, 29 years old. CEO of Jianglin International. Engaged to Su Didi for 7 years. Changes a woman every 3 days on average. So, I slept with someone else's fiancé.
What kind of thought process do you have?
God. Send a lightning bolt to strike me dead. I'm talking nonsense. I'm talking nonsense. Forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me. But he's too much of a playboy. Scandals are flying everywhere.
The witch's man. One can only be loyal to one person for a lifetime. That scandals are just rumors.
Then I declare, I will do whatever it takes to get him. Restore magic power.
He is now your
The film was
nemesis' fiancé.
translated and narrated by M Media.
What a sin. I previously pawned off Su Didi's 9 marriages. I didn't expect the 10th one to be intercepted by me. If she knew, she would definitely devour me alive. Honey, why don't we go buy a lottery ticket? What if we win the jackpot? Then we'll have our living expenses covered.
You are always so hopeful.
You have to have something to look forward to in life. After all, earning 10 million is much harder than winning 10 million.
It's almost time. Dad should be here.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
Living in a villa worth tens of millions. Working as a receptionist.
The villa was left to me by my parents. They were afraid I would sell the house and took the property certificate abroad.
Mr. John, about my sister throwing herself at you. I apologize on her behalf. Can you not fire her?
Sure. But first, you have to tell me. What's your name and how old are you?
Young duo, 6 years old.
Okay. Report to my company tomorrow as my assistant with a monthly salary of 30,000.
Really? Word is bond. Wait for me. Say that again.
Report to my company tomorrow as my assistant with a monthly salary of 30,000.
Okay. I will definitely report on time tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Mr. John, thank you. Can I treat you to dinner today? Mr. John, please sit down.
Honey, I want to eat braised pork ribs today.
She cooks.
That's right. My cooking is not good.
She's a terrible cook.
Hey,
Then who does the laundry?
honey,
What about housework?
Yun Duo.
Then what do you do?
Work and earn money.
Hurry up and find a man to marry, so as not to burden Yun Duo.
Mr. John, are you going to help me introduce a brother-in-law? My sister has fair skin and a beautiful face. A soft, cute, and silly girl. Most suitable for someone like you. A high IQ, high EQ CEO as a wife. And also get a free, genius baby like me.
Is this considered a discounted sale?
Mr. John, your taste is really too bad. Can't appreciate high-end goods.
What's wrong with me? Why do I like being so close to Yun Duo?
The film was translated and
Honey,
narrated by M
Why
Media.
did you keep calling me sister just now?
Helping you chase a husband. Your ID says you're 23 years old. Is it reasonable to have a 6-year-old daughter?
How are you so smart? Who did you get this temper from? Always wearing that cold little face. Even your own father isn't like this.
Children from poor families learn to manage early.
You heartless thing.
Let's start dinner.
My darling is working so hard. How can I slack off? Isn't just a fox you Didi? If I can't afford to provoke her, can't I at least avoid her?
Yunjing, When are we going to take our wedding photos? Yang Qingqing, what are you doing here?
How can you teleport?
Yang Qingqing, isn't this your magical mark? Don't tell me the father of your child is my fiancé.
Sister Didi, if I were to say this is a coincidence, would you believe it?
Coincidence, my ass. This lady's 10th destined relationship, ruined by you again.
I was helping you filter out the scum. Any man who can pawn off love to exchange for money is no good man.
What about him? I'm about to get married. You actually slept with my fiancé and even had a child with him.
What does this mean?
You don't know? You're also a victim. Then let me guess. 7 years ago, you cheated and slept with Yang Yunjing. Then the magic transferred to his body. And you, feeling guilty, erased all of his memories. That little girl yesterday is your daughter, right?
I didn't cheat. Normal pawning.
Say it. Who are you all? Say it.
Demon. Witch.
Yun Duo is my daughter.
Yes, yes, yes. Look.
I will get a paternity test. Yun Qingqing, you owe me a reasonable explanation.
Yang Qingqing, don't be smug. Even though you've put a chastity arch on him. Even if I marry him and keep him as decoration, I will never give him to you.
What do you mean?
Jiang Yunjing, these past 7 years, is it that you have absolutely no interest in women? Or rather, don't have that function? That's it then. Our clan has extremely high restrictions on men. Any man who has been slept with by a witch can only be with her from beginning to end. Simply put, besides Yan Qingqing, as far as other women are concerned, you're just a eunuch.
Yun Qingqing, open your eyes.
Let me explain.
7 years ago, you tore my clothes and defiled me.
Yes. Tore his clothes. I was so rough back then.
You erased my memory.
Wasn't I just afraid of trouble?
If you're afraid of trouble, why did you come back? How did you pounce on me back then? Have you forgotten?
What else could it be for? She has lost all her magic. No money, no power, no skills. Wouldn't she have to turn to the child's biological father? This kind of woman. You've seen plenty of them, right?
Trying to use the child to blackmail me.
I didn't, I'm not.
How dare you say that? You went to Zhongling Group to find Zhang Yinjing. I did it for the money and the child.
That's not what I meant. Oh god, how am I going to explain this? Jiang Yunjing is already furious. Is he going to skin me alive? Someone, please save me.
This Zhang Yunjing is not someone to be trifled with. Yan Qingqing, I'm going to see how you escape this disaster. Let's add more fuel to the fire. What a truly exquisite and wonderful show. My fiancé? I don't mind at all. You are infertile. Our engagement will proceed as usual. Anyway, I don't want to have children, lest I end up losing all my magic.
Well, if you have needs in that area, I can also help you.
The film was
After all,
translated
I have
and
a responsibility.
narrated by
Yun
M
Chinking,
Media.
I really want to skin you alive. Is that the problem?
Daddy, don't hurt my mommy.
Come on. Let's go. Let's sit over here.
That's not the problem. Then why are you so agitated?
I was inexplicably torn apart by you. I was kept in the dark for 7 years. I just returned to the country and you cornered me. I inexplicably had another.
Daddy,
A lovely daughter.
I swear, coming to your company was purely coincidental. I definitely never thought of using Yun Duo to ask you for a single penny. Wait a minute, you don't think you're treating me like those short dramas where the little darling runs away with the baby, do you?
Little darling. You. Am I the kind of person who falls for shallow, airheaded girls?
I'm shallow, airheaded. You have no idea how amazing I was back then, do you?
I'm not in the mood to listen to you say all this. I want to do a paternity test. Compared to you, this cunning woman. I trust science more.
Do it then. Anyway, our clan can't be explained by science in the first place.
if it turns out from the test that I'm not your daughter, what then?
Then so be it.
So straightforward. So I'm not expected at all.
Yun Chinking. I have no expectations for children. To be precise, I don't like children. If you're thinking of using Yun Duo to play some tricks, you've miscalculated. But I want the truth.
Honey, let's ignore what that bad guy said. He doesn't like children. It's because he doesn't know a good thing when he sees one. You are mommy's most beloved baby.
Yes, his taste is just too bad. He can't appreciate high-end goods.
Good baby. Your mind-controlling magic lately is getting more and more powerful. Or else you help mommy to trick Jiang Yunjing into coming over.
The film was translated
Mommy,
and narrated by
My
M
magic
Media.
doesn't work on Daddy.
What? It doesn't work. Is it because he suddenly activated his magic? It seems that through you, the hope of tricking him onto my bed has been completely extinguished.
Mommy, let's go home. I have a bad feeling.
What's wrong?
Auntie Sue seems to be nearby. I can feel her aura fluctuating.
Hide quickly.
Yun Qingqing. I knew you hadn't given up on Zhang Yunjing. I've been following you in stealth all along. I didn't expect you to want to trick him into your bed. Wishful thinking.
I really have no interest in Jiang Yunjing. The reason I had a child with him back then was just to deal with my mommy's urging. Otherwise, I wouldn't have erased his memory.
I knew it. Little Yun Duo was your production, wasn't she? What about your engagement with the Su family this time?
Naturally, I'll call it off.
Dad, come quickly to the Zhonglin International rooftop. Save me and Mommy. Auntie Sue has gone mad. She wants to kill us.
What are you looking at?
Didn't you hear Yun Duo's voice?
Su Didi, you said you wouldn't kill me.
I originally wanted to slowly torture you. But now I've changed my mind. Yun Qingqing, you should just die.
Is this an illusion? Magic.
I see without Zhang Yunjing, who else can protect you?
Susie, Su Didi's younger brother.
Why are you here?
I sensed a huge surge of magic here, so I came to check it out. So it was you. Why attack ordinary people? You're violating the clan rules.
Ordinary people? I'm here to cleanse the demon clan.
Back then, I was bewitched by his handsome face. Really, sir, handsome.
Yun Chinking. Wipe your drool.
clearly did a good deed. But that foul mouth had to ruin the merit.
King. It really is you. I've finally found you.
Who are you? Pawn shop customer. Then go find Su Didi. She destroyed all the contracts. Now they're all dead files.
I'm Zhao Zi. This is the keepsake you gave me. You said you'd marry me when I grew up. There's still a month, and I'll be an adult.
It really is Zhao Ji. You've grown so much. And become more and more handsome.
Do you not want your claws anymore? How dare you touch my brother?
Zhao Ji, look. It's not that I don't want to fulfill my promise. It's that your sister wants to kill me.
King, don't worry. I'll handle everything just fine, and I'll keep you safe. Wait for me later.
Okay.
Yan Qingqing. You can escape the monk, but not the temple.
Bye. Have you watched too much Empresses in the Palace? What can escape the monk, but not the temple? You're quite the wordsmith. The spinster's mental state is worrying.
There really is a fairy.
What fairy? That's magic. Quickly, help him into my house. Where's the wound? Why is it gone?
Yun Qingqing. This debt. We need to settle it.
What the heck? Could it be that the paternity test results show that Yun Duo isn't your daughter?
Yun Duo is indeed my daughter. As you wish. I'll marry you. And raise Yun Duo together.
President Jiang, I swear on my character, I don't have the slightest desire for you. I absolutely will not marry you.
You have such a thing as character. Aren't you a witch?
Then I'll swear on Jiang Yunjing's character.
That's even more ridiculous. Even I don't know that I have character. Are you sure?
I guess. Always trending on social media, changing to women every 3 days. You really don't seem like someone with character.
Hello? What are you muttering about?
No. Then what exactly do you think? Anyway, marriage is impossible.
You dare to refuse me?
You have a fiancé who's always threatening to kill me.
I'll handle the engagement. After we get married, your safety, I'll be responsible for it.
I thank you. Even if there wasn't a fiancé, I still wouldn't marry you. This guy actually wants to marry me. How scary.
Since you've agreed, let's get our marriage certificate.
I absolutely will not marry you. Yunjuo, where did you go to play?
I heard Dad got hurt. I went to buy him medicine.
Good girl.
Don't change the subject. Playing hard to get needs to have its limits, okay? You don't have to marry me. She is my daughter. I will raise her.
Impossible. Without Yunjuo, who will take care of my life? Yunjuo is my little padded jacket. We keep each other warm.
50 million. From today onwards. Yun Duo is mine.
Dad, Mommy will not agree.
If you don't think it's enough, I can also.
Okay. I agree.
You agreed.
Wait a moment. Let me first do some psychological preparation for my child. Baby, Mommy has raised you for so many years. It's time for you to support Mommy.
Mommy, you sold me for 50 million?
How can you call it selling? That's 50 million. Mommy's monthly salary is 30,000. It would take 1,666.7 months to earn that. That's 139 years. Even if Jiang Yunjing lives to be 100 years old, he's 29 years old now, which means there are only 71 years left. He can be hung on the wall then. When he dies, you can live with Mommy again.
This is the first time I've discovered you're so good at math. You definitely don't want to work anymore.
How could that be? Baby, please have some sympathy for Mommy. Mommy has been a corporate slave for 7 years and is already scared of being poor.
Okay, I promise you.
Translated
One is being a son dear, the other is clueless. I, the daughter, still have to be the matchmaker. This generation of parents is just too difficult to handle.
Truly mommy's good baby. Baby, can you act in a play with mommy again? Help me establish a loving mother persona. When the time comes, he'll be both your dad and your mommy. I'll set an example for him first.
Mommy, are you sure you're a loving mother?
President Jiang. This child has been sensible since she was little and has suffered a lot with me. In the future, she will be with you. You must take good care of her. I'm entrusting her to you. Yunjuo, you must take good care of yourself. Remember to call mommy often, okay? Mommy loves you the most.
Mommy, I will miss you.
Are you sure you only want money? You don't even want me. What a short-sighted, stupid woman.
President Jiang. Marriage is a very sacred thing. It can't be treated like a child's play. I only need my check. No. That. Yunjuo is in your care. Baby. Mommy is leaving. You must take good care of yourself. Did you hear me? Mommy is going on a world trip.
Mommy, your acting is too much.
Okay, stop it. You continue to be my assistant. You can see my daughter anytime. Don't make it like we're being separated by life and death.
No need, no need, no need.
If you refuse me again, the 50 million and visitation rights, I'll take them all back. As for custody, see you in court.
I told you that your acting was too much.
That. Isn't it just an assistant? I'll do it, okay? But this 50 million is mine, right? If worst comes to worst, I'll just quit in a few days.
Before Yun Duo graduates from university, you're not allowed to resign.
Jiang Yunjing. You evil capitalist. How do you know everything I'm thinking?
Yun Duo. You'll live with daddy from now on. You don't have to cook or do housework. You just need to grow up happily. You are the best gift God has given me.
Clearly, I bestowed you upon him. Baby. You've always been looking forward to having a dad, right? Hi, supervisor. Good morning.
Is that the tacky and chinking? She looks like a different person. Who is this? She's really good looking. Seems like she's President Jiang's assistant. Sure enough, clothes make the man. She's dressed so beautifully. Yes, she is.
It feels so good to be rich. I'm finally back to my previous life, the super rich woman life I've been missing. Indeed. Going to work is like going to the grave. I ran into this damn domineering CEO again.
3 minutes late. Deduct all the bonus.
Damn it.
Brew a cup of coffee. There's a global conference at 10 a.m. Prepare the materials. There's an appointment with Director Jun at 2 p.m. You participate together. The temperature is wrong. Deduct 3,000. The format is wrong. Deduct 3,000. Flustered. Deduct 5,000. All wrong, all wrong.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
Damn, Jiang Yunjing is playing with me. This life of being exploited by capitalists. When will it end? There are still 3 hours and 18 minutes until I get off work.
President Jiang's previous women were all enchanting. This time, the designated assistant must be a girl from a good family. After getting used to delicacies, it's good to occasionally have some greens and porridge to whet the appetite. Isn't he going to marry Sudidi? Our President Jiang is so flamboyant. Even though he's engaged, he has 2 or 3 lovers on the side. Marriage, can it control him?
The restroom is indeed the place where office scandals spread the fastest. I have to personally debunk these rumors. You guys think he's just a stone. Can't seduce him. Can't seduce him at all.
Mommy, Dad is deciding. When will you recover your magic? Persevere. Dad, whether human or non-human, talking about a woman's age is a major taboo that can lead to execution.
Overbearing presidents usually have a soft spot for mature women. Could it be that I used the wrong approach before? Isn't it just seducing a man? Whatever. Get it first and then talk.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
I know you didn't have a good upbringing. I don't mind. I really do love you. What? Jiang Yunjing, calm down. Calm down.
What's wrong? Seducing me for so many days, getting cold feet when it comes to the point.
I didn't.
I proposed and you rejected me. And you used so many tricks to seduce me. Even saying some nonsense about loving me. But your acting is really bad. If you don't know how to seduce a man, then go and learn. Your little tricks, compared to my previous women, are far behind.
Jiang Yunjing, you bastard. Pushing me into the pool. And humiliating me in every way. I, a dignified witch. Why should I rack my brains to please a man?
Bar manager.
Beauty. In a bad mood? Why not come to our Matata bar? To relax. There are all kinds of beauties and handsome guys inside. Considerate, gentle, and virtuous. Have a drink.
No, no.
But your acting is really bad. If you don't know how to seduce a man, then go and learn. Your little tricks, compared to my previous women, are far behind.
Let's go.
Zhang Yujing.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
Yun Chinking. Hello.
Is there any master who knows how to pursue men? Both male and female are welcome. Me. Am I good looking?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Good looking, good looking, good looking.
Good looking.
So good looking.
Then why can't I attract a man?
Sister, have you been hurt again by some bad man? And had your heart broken?
Just a man? If you don't love him, just walk away. The next one will be even better.
Yes.
You're not allowed to call me sister. Am I that old? That stinky man. Actually, they dislike me because I'm old.
Hey. Yun Chinking. How dare you scold me?
Sister, what a good drinker, what a good drinker. Okay.
Good drinker.
Give me my phone. I'm going to do something big. I'm going to give Jiang Yunjing, that stinky man, a scolding, a scolding.
A scolding, a scolding.
Why did it get through so quickly? Hello. Jiang Yunjing, you stinky man. How dare you dislike me because I'm old? You dislike me. You dislike my acting. You even pushed me into the pool. You unromantic chauvinist pig. You stinky man.
Everyone get out. Get out.
Why did you all leave? I paid. You. Why do you look so much like that stinky man, Jiang Yunjing? You come here. Come here.
The film was translated and
Come.
narrated by M Media.
Scold him together with me. Jiang Yunjing, you stinky man. I wish him infertility and a house full of grandchildren. Say it again. I'll give you 100 yuan. How about it?
Okay. Drinking and going crazy, even ordering male models. Now you're even paying me to do it. I'll scold myself. Good, good.
Jiang Yunjing. Do you even know how I've spent these past 7 years? I was pregnant alone. Giving birth alone. Earning high living expenses alone. What about when I had a fever before? I always used magic to solve it. But I've never been to a human school. I don't know anything. And that's how I became a wage slave for 7 years. You, alone, taking all my magic and running abroad. Tell me, shouldn't you be beaten? Tell me, shouldn't you be beaten?
You're the one who erased my memories. So you can't blame me for not remembering you.
"7 years. A full 7 years. I've lived for over 1,000 years. I've never felt 7 years to be so long. These past 7 years. Washing dishes, sweeping floors, handing out flyers. Going to the company to work as a receptionist. I've tried everything. But I can't do anything well. I can't do anything well. Since these 7 years, no matter how hard I try, I still got fired 28 times.
The film was translated and narrated
Fine.
by M Media.
28 times is pretty impressive too.
Not impressive at all. Not impressive at all. I finally waited for you to come back. And you actually dislike me. Dislike me, you dislike me. Why is my life so bitter?
Okay. Let's go home and talk about it. Chinking, I'm here to pick you up.
You finally arrived. Just now, there was a male model who looked a lot like you, who kept following me. I was so scared. I almost paid him.
Chinking, wait for me a moment.
No way. Men are all big trotters. Big trotter, big trotter. Big trotter, big trotter.
Go you.
Let's go together.
Yes. I see. As long as she grabs my
The
wrist.
film was translated
I can use my power.
and narrated by M Media.
Are you a pig, standing there taking a beating? I was so looking forward to you coming back. And you actually dislike me. Why is my life so bitter?
John Yunjing. Are you crazy? Don't tell me you've really fallen for this scheming woman.
Yunjuo baby, good morning.
It's already noon. Have some honey water to relieve your hangover.
Yunduo, why are you so nice? Thanks, baby. Baby. How did I get back last night?
Daddy picked you up from the bar.
Him? Is he really that good?
You called Dad and scolded him. I wasn't reassured, so I kept following you invisibly. Mommy, I've discovered for the first time that you're quite brave.
I'm brave. What did I do?
You confessed to Dad.
Oh my god. I have no face to see anyone. Well, that. Did I do anything to you last night?
So Mommy, you actually remember. Last night, Dad took you home. You were throwing a drunken tantrum at home and bit Dad's hand.
Okay. Men are all big trotters. Delicious. I'm sorry. Let me see. How did your bite mark disappear?
Don't touch me.
Why is this person so moody?
Mommy, have you noticed? Dad can use magic now. It just makes the wound disappear on its own.
Could it be that he has magic because I touched his hand?
Mommy, you've finally become smart.
I've always been smart, okay?
Dad really cares about you. You scolded him while you were drunk, but he still took you home.
Baby, he just wants to take me, this 50 million, home.
You heartless woman.
Don't worry, baby. Mommy will definitely win him over.
Deeply suspicious.
Your Tsunda little look is exactly the same as that Tsunda, black ballad, little peacock, Jiang Yunjing.
Hey,
Why are you hiding here? I thought you ran away from home.
shut up.
What? You're not avoiding me, are you?
I'm avoiding you. You annoying past.
You think I'm annoying, huh? Okay. Then I'll leave. Go.
Chinking. Yun chinking. I must be crazy. That's why.
Isn't this my brother? What's making you so angry? If a man is going to live off a woman, he needs to temper his attitude. What if she falls for some male model one day? Wouldn't you fall out of favor?
John Yingchen. 7 years. Your assassination methods are still low down.
Do you even have me in your eyes?
Sign this contract, and kinking will be completely tied to my side. Where's kinking?
Chinking, 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 chinking. In your eyes besides Yan Chinking, is there anyone else?
Where's kinking?
Taken away by Jiang Yunjin. Yan Chinking. I must kill you.
Let go of me. Jiang Yunjing, let go of me. Why again and again drag me into your relationship? Do you know, Su Didi has wanted to kill me more than once.
I will dissolve the engagement. I can protect you.
With what should you protect me?
I'll use my magic to protect you.
Your magic? Do you even know that your magic is mine? My magic isn't as strong as Su Didi's. Why must you all force me? Su Didi wants to force me. Do you want to force me too? I'm clearly trying to help her resolve her karmic entanglement. You too. Refusing to have children unless we get married. But if we get married, what if I end up liking you even more?
You really like me?
If we get married, what will I do alone in this world? After you grow old and die, I, Yun Qingqing, will only have one marriage contract in my life. That's why I don't dare agree to you. Why do you provoke me again and again?
Even erasing my memory 7 years ago.
What else could I do if I didn't erase it? You humans have such short lifespans. What if I fall in love with you? Watching you grow old day by day? I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to bear it. So I simply deleted your memory.
I understand.
You don't understand anything at all. Even though all the facts are right in front of me, Suji is more suitable for me, but I just can't bring myself to agree to him.
I understand.
You don't know. You don't know anything. Every time I'm about to agree to Suji, you come and provoke me. You clearly don't like me. Why do you provoke me?
I like you. I've liked you since a long time ago.
You're talking nonsense. You're lying. I clearly heard you at the coffee
The film
shop
was
telling Su
translated
Didi that you
and
don't like me.
narrated by M Media.
At that time, Su Didi had a knife hanging behind your back. I lied to her to protect you.
Jiang Yunjing. You dare to lie to me? Do you know what happened to the people who lied to me before? The grass on their graves is already 3 feet tall.
The marriage contract was set by the old man. It has nothing to do with me. I never agreed to you.
You're even more outrageous than the previous 9. You actually had a child with the person I hate the most. You dared to lie to me for her sake? I thought with all my heart and joy that we could finally get married. But you actually lied to me for her sake? Are you so infatuated with her that you're out of your mind? Then I'll do it in front of you. Dismantle her bit by bit. She's just a useless witch who has lost all her magic. I want to kill her. It's easy.
Don't touch her. Come at me with whatever means you have.
Young Chinking. What kind of sin did our Su family commit? You ruined my marriage and sleep with my fiancé. And now even my younger brother is deeply in love with you. I underestimated you.
Have you ever considered why Chinking would pawn your marriage?
She is just a money-grubbing scourge.
If she were truly only after money, why would she have lived 7 years of hardship after her magic disappeared?
Maybe. She squandered it all herself. Spent it all?
She doesn't own any luxury goods. Even if she took 50 million from me, she never splurged it. Do you think she would risk being hunted down by you for such a small profit? Pawning your marriage.
So, he understands me.
Are you saying she pawned my marriage? For my own good? What's the proof?
Look at the peach blossom mark on your right hand. Has it disappeared? That was a rotten peach blossom curse mark. I saw you treasuring it before. And I didn't dare to tell you. But after you've experienced 10 scumbags, the 11th is bound to be a blissful marriage.
Are you implying that I'm the 10th one?
It just slipped out. What shouldn't have been said?
You two, stop showing off your love and PDA in front of me. Yun Chinking, come out. I won't kill you.
Really?
Yes.
Engaged.
I don't know. I was also notified. The Su family can't afford to offend Nan Huan. I finished saying what I wanted to say. Yun Chinking, I wish you happiness.
That's great. I don't have to be hunted down anymore.
Chinking. Did you really fall for me at first sight?
Really? Because you are handsome.
Then why did you reject my marriage proposal 3 times and confess your love to me?
President Jiang. You're overthinking it. I just think that as a good employee, when the boss is angry, it is necessary for me to soothe the boss's anger.
But your boss's anger is still very high.
I believe the boss's recovery ability is as strong as his daughter. What anger? It's all just fleeting clouds.
But if I remember correctly, I've already fired you.
But I haven't gone through the resignation procedures yet. President Jiang, I'm going back to work.
No rush.
President Jiang, you haven't proposed yet. No kissing.
Yun Chinking.
The Su family directly announced the cancellation of the engagement. Chairman Zhang is already waiting downstairs with a dark face. 2 hours. Good luck to you, brother.
Zhao, you must have done it. We'll face it together.
Okay.
Truly brave. I'll give you 5 million. Take your child and get out of the country. Leave
The
Zhang
film was
Yunjing.
translated
Can't do it.
and narrated by
Do you think
media.
that you gave birth to his child, and now you can do whatever you want?
I certainly can do whatever I want. Haven't you noticed that since he returned to China, not even for 3 days, has he changed women? A man as bad as him can be reformed by my guidance. President Jiang, could it be that you're failing to educate your son? Do you want me to teach you?
Is this the woman you found? Why are you talking to your elders like that?
You are Yunjing's father, but not my father. According to seniority, your Jiang family ancestors, even going back 1,000 years, would only be my peers. What kind of elder are you?
Zhang Yunjing, let me tell you. If you really marry this woman, you can forget about being the heir to Zhonglin Group.
Okay. I have 30% of the shares. I don't have to work and I still get money. Can't ask for more.
You.
This position is not bad. It's especially suitable for doing some earth-shattering things.
That's easy.
How can a proposal be on one knee? How clutch? I want a different experience.
You want something different?
Yes.
Don't you regret it? Hello everyone, my name is Zhang Yunjing. Today, I want to introduce to you Heartless and unfaithful scumbag, Yun Chinking. 7 years ago. She used me and then dumped me, leaving me with a child. I have deep affection for her. But I failed 3 times in proposing. So today, I'm going to hold a high-profile forced marriage here. Please help me denounce her. Yun Chinking. You have to take responsibility for me.
A siren is.
She's just treating you as a pawn to restore her magic.
Jiang Yunjing, stay still. Nanhuan is attacking your mental power. Don't believe her. I didn't use you.
Yun Chinking. When you realized you were aging, didn't you feel tempted by the conditions Susie offered?
All your deliberate confessions and seductions were for the sake of restoring your magic, weren't they? Isn't exchanging decades of marriage for a child a losing deal for you?
I know you've been bewitched by Nanhuan. I can teach you.
7 years ago, you painstakingly gave birth to Yun Duo. 7 years later, you're using me again to restore your magic. You're just a selfish monster. I will never use your magic again. You disgust me.
Jiang Yunjing, are you going to deny all the feelings we have for each other just because of a few words from others?
Let's think about it again. Should we get married or not?
Why are you targeting me?
Your skills compared to Yunlin are not just a little bit inferior. As for me, I can't stand bad women harming good men the most. I clearly had my eye on Yunzhou first back then. But he was seduced away by Yunlin. She hid abroad. Then her daughter will have to pay for her debt. While I'm here, don't even think about entering the Zhang family's door.
Yun Duo is here too. Do you guys know? Not long ago, your mommy said she liked me.
Even if everyone says Jiang Yunjing is not suitable for me, I won't change my mind. I'm in charge of my own happiness. What others say doesn't count.
She said she's in charge of her own happiness. So that's what she meant. She's been using me all along. I'm just a pawn. 7 years ago, I was, and I still am now.
Narrated by M Media.
She's a heartless woman.
You've already proposed. And you even have a child. Nanhuan's few words have thrown you into chaos.
Dad, do you still want to marry mommy?
Dad does. Dad is useless. Even knowing she's lying to me, I still want to marry your mommy.
Looking like this, who would want to marry you?
Dad and mommy have a strong sense of contract. Marriage is sacred to her. Since she agreed to your proposal, she must like you.
Yeah, what the child said is right. To take a step back. If she really has some other reason to marry you, and you're unwilling, she could have chosen Suzy. The way you're acting now is pushing her towards Suzy. If she really chooses Suzy, can you accept that?
Impossible. She can only be mine.
Since that's the case, what are you being so pretentious about? You have time to be here, drowning your sorrows in alcohol, agonizing and draining yourself. You might as well think of a way to marry your wife back home.
Actually, she already agreed to my proposal.
Dad, have you forgotten? You said you wanted mommy to think calmly about whether or not to marry you.
I heard that marriage requires impulsiveness. Calm people can't get married. What if she agrees to your proposal, and it's really a decision made on impulse? Plus, with the way you're acting now, once she calms down.
Chinking. Chinking. I'm very sincere. Believe me this time. I promise I won't do it again.
President Jiang is arguing with Yun Chinking. Arguing right after proposing. President Jiang is accusing Yun Chinking of being a scumbag who forces marriage. It's still trending on social media.
President Jiang, I'm at work right now. Also, I'm currently in a marriage cooling off period. Please let me be alone and calm down.
Not chinking. Chinking.
Just in time. I haven't had breakfast yet. Hey, have you won your wife back?
Of course, I won her back. Easily got her. See how sensible chinking is. Chinking, have you had breakfast? Look. You've lost weight.
President Jiang, it's working hours now. Please focus on your work. Don't be so frivolous. Please review and sign this document.
Easily got her, that's it.
Chinking, don't be so indifferent to me. I was wrong yesterday.
How could you be wrong? I made you feel disgusted. Please let go. I need to work.
Eat your breakfast. I'll just take a look.
This document is urgent. Must read it now.
You eat breakfast. I'll sign it. Chinking.
Mommy, do you miss your cute baby?
No. I still miss the cold-faced, adorable kid I used to know.
Mommy, are you really angry with Daddy?
Yunjiwo. Does anger even have real or fake?
You already agreed to Daddy's proposal.
You can get divorced after marriage. Besides, he only proposed. Yunjiwo, you traitor. Jiang Yunjing. We are currently in a cooling off period. I don't want to talk to you these days. Please get out.
I don't want to. You'll regret it if I give you time to calm down. If you want to calm down, you have to calm down while I'm watching you.
You're a rogue.
That's right, I'm a rogue. You make this playboy like me. Stay with only one woman. Why push me away? Besides, the moment I let go, you'll turn back into the woman you used to be.
Who are you calling a woman?
You. Come on, accompany me to see a client.
What are you doing? What client are you seeing on a weekend?
Sure enough, sticking around is the ultimate magic weapon for chasing a wife.
President Jiang, where is today's client? They've been waiting for more than an hour.
I actually don't have a client. I just want to be with you. Hey, chinking.
Since President Jiang doesn't have a client, I'll leave first. Remember to settle today's overtime pay.
I shouldn't have trusted you. You defiled me 7 years ago. And now you're shutting me out. Why am I so unlucky? You're ungrateful. And heartless.
Were you possessed by a green tea bitch? Say what?
I don't care. You promised to marry me. You have to be responsible for me. Today after tomorrow, go take wedding photos with me.
Wedding photos? When were the wedding photos scheduled?
I booked them after the 4th proposal.
President Jiang is so efficient.
I'm efficient at everything I do. I was 29 years old with a 6-year-old daughter. That's you. I proposed several times, but you rejected me. Heartless woman, ungrateful woman. You've seriously lowered the efficiency of President John. My legs are numb. My legs are numb.
A few days ago, when Yunjiwo discovered that I was starting to age, I was very scared. Until Suji told me. When he had a solution, I realized. It seems like I still love you.
Thank you for loving me.
Jiang Yunjing, if I said that after I fell in love with you, I never took advantage of you, would you believe me?
I believe you. I'm very sorry about what happened before. So, you promised, this time. You can't escape.
I said. You can't be together.
Your way of visiting. Doesn't seem very polite. But since you're here, I'll personally give you mine aunt Chinking's invitation.
I give you a wedding gift. If you finish seeing it, you can still get married.
Pawn contract.
Your mother really loves you. Exchanging life for life. Back then, Kinking must have been moved by her way of motherly love, was touched. But from a certain point of view, she is the enemy who took your mother's life.
Impossible. Impossible.
If you don't believe it, you can go to Kinking Pawn Shop in the suburbs. She is the enemy who killed your mother. Familiar? This is where you were back then. If you are stabbed by this dagger, you will be completely annihilated. Kinking, come to the pawn shop. I'll wait for you, waiting for you to witness John Yunjing's death. Kinking, I'll ask you one last time. Are you really going to marry John Yunjing?
I've already accepted his proposal. I came here today, specifically to put on this dress, just to tell you. I sincerely want to marry him. I'm very sorry.
Contract.
Then if I tell you, you killed his mother, would you still marry him? Back then, your pawn shop was destroyed. Among the few remaining pawn contracts, I discovered his mother's life was pawned by you.
It was him.
This signature is in my mother's handwriting. You pawned my mother's life.
There is a reason for this contract.
Zhang Yunjing, go to hell. I killed Zhang Yunjing. Go to hell.
I didn't expect. I have such a short life. To die so quickly. But that's fine too. That way, the two of us won't have the hatred of killing a mother. Chinking. Remember to wait for me. To come find me.
Okay. I will go find you. By then, I'll be an old lady. Don't reject me then.
Kinking, look at that dagger. John Yunjing will not return.
It's you. You gave him this dagger. Why did you do this?
Why would I give it to him? I clearly met you first. I made a lifelong agreement with you first. And you, for this good for nothing, don't even spare me a glance. I'm the one who is most suitable for you.
Jiang Yunjing. I'm too lazy. It would be exhausting for me to find you.
Su family kid, my family's son-in-law, is not someone you can kill if you want to.
Young people these days are always into this tragic love stuff. They really have no brains. Chinking opened this pawn shop and has done 3 losing deals in total. All because of you. The first time was when you kid used a stone to exchange for your mommy and found your unfaithful and heartless dad. The second time was when your mommy used her remaining 1 minute of life to exchange for your life.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
To save you, it cost me 500 years of magic power and only took your mother's last minute. This deal was a huge loss.
The third time was when you were being hunted down, and Chinking saved you, and then asked you to borrow some seed. Now she has lost all her magic power.
How could Kinking have taken a fancy to an idiot like you, Linling? I want to beat him to death. How about we find Kinking someone better?
Wait a minute, don't worry, there's still hope. Silly boy, do you still think now that Chinking is the enemy who killed your mother?
I was wrong. I shouldn't have listened to Suji's slander. Mommy, can you save Chinking?
Don't call me that. I'm not your mother-in-law yet. You and Chinking aren't married yet. What's more, you're asking the wrong person. Yunlin, you're so cold-blooded. Your daughter has turned to ashes, and you don't care at all. Yanzhou, do you regret falling in love with such a cold-blooded woman?
Old hag, how do you know Kinking is gone?
What did you just call me? He called you an old hag. Didn't you hear? I taught him to call you that. What? As you get older, your hearing is failing? Yunlin, I'm only 3,000 years older than you. Why are you calling me an old hag? Yes. This dagger is what I gave to the Su family kid. Originally, I wanted him to kill Yan Chinking. I didn't expect this Suzy to be so useless. Husband, did you hear that? You, a dignified high priest who manages the witch clan. Shouldn't you clean up Nanhuan a bit? It seems a bit negligent. I'll marry you, but you'll lose 1,000 years of magic. Our Chinking is also a demon god hybrid. All her magic is gone. This Nanhuan is slaughtering her own kind.
Okay, I promise you. Punishment.
You're actually a member of the God Clan? Look at you. Chasing after a man without even investigating his identity. Premeditated. Thinking that killing Chinking would let her take revenge on us? Dream on. Husband! She can still be put to some use. Extract her magic and give it to our son-in-law. That way our son-in-law can be immortal and stay with Chinking forever.
I'd still rather beat him to death. Let's find Kinking, a better man. Fine.
Yanzhou. Are you going to take my magic? Because of this woman. I met you first. Why? Why do you only have Yunlin in your eyes?
Listen to my wife, and I'll prosper. She told me to extract it, so I did. And don't you go spouting nonsense. I've never liked you. My Linlin. We'll get angry. Done.
Dad, when can Chinking come back?
Who's your dad? Don't go calling me that. My Kinking isn't even married to you yet. You kid, other than being a little handsome. And a little young. I really don't know what she sees in him. What a waste. Zhang Yunjing. Although, I don't think you're good enough for my precious daughter. But to revive Kinking requires you to sacrifice your soul and be bound to her for all eternity. Are you willing?
I'm willing.
That's more like it.
Chinking.